Oh, hello. It is Monday, actually, and I have forgotten to post my video. And that's for a lot of different reasons. I have been thinking about some things, and I think I wanted to share it. I may post this tonight, or I may not. It may be the Wednesday video. We'll see. But first, I didn't lose any weight this week. I didn't gain any either. I think I'm going to change some things up on intermittent fasting. I just read something that said, if you stay constant with the way you're doing it, it may not be beneficial. So I have to give it a rest, a week off, and then go back to it, but then vary my times instead of just doing a straight 14 to change it up. But that's not kind of what I want to talk to you about. It is important that I tell you that I didn't lose any weight, to be transparent, but I didn't gain. I'm not cheating. So, but I did want to share. It's been a rough week, especially at work. We're at the point now where when it comes times, I work at a school, and when you get to break time, things start going awry for kids, because regardless of how much structure they swear they hate, there's something about the consistency and the stability that creates a safe space for them that they don't want to leave. And when it's time to go, they have a week off or whatever of so-called freedom, they tend to act up, and it gets rough. So we've had a rough week. We've had a rough year, to be honest, but this week last week was a little bit of a turn, and I didn't like it. But I, had to have some hard conversations with some people. Just in talking to somebody, their behavior has not been up to par, and it has been weighing on me, and it's taken a toll on, me a lot. And I finally just had a conversation, and some stuff came out, but I just wanted to share some things that I shared with her that it just makes sense. And the more I think about it, the more I have to also ask myself some of the same questions. I'm sorry about the jumping. I'm driving, and this is a crappy road. But, we're talking about where she was and how, maybe some things have got to be different because it's affecting everything. And I asked her, when you are going to move from a place, what is the first thing you do? And she said, you start packing. And I said, no, you got to do something else. And she's like, well, you look for a place. I was like, exactly. And then you start packing. And in the course of that, I just kind of made an analogy. I said, you got to decide if you're going to move from the place that you are. And we get so caught up in being okay with life, even the bad parts, that we tend to stay stuck right where we are, because it's the crap that we know versus the stuff that we don't. Even though if we move on, it's going to be better, we're not so sure. So we just rather stay in the comfort and safety of what we know, even if it's horrible. But you have to decide where you're going to go, where you're going to move to. If you want to move out of a space, do you want to move to something better, or do you want to, move out of something and into something even worse because of the bad decisions we make? But, I said you have to decide. And so once you decide where you're going to move, if it's forward, if it's out, if it's whatever, then you have to pack. And I think that we have to pack at least 3 boxes in our lives. And the first box is a box of things that belong to other people that you need to give to them. It could be things that they've given you that you need to give back to them, because it doesn't serve you. And sometimes sometimes you need to give people forgiveness because they've wronged you in some sort of way. And you're giving that to them because it doesn't serve you to hold on to that negative energy of holding a grudge or feeling some sort of way. Or you give them grace or an apology, whatever it is that you have to give to somebody, you put it in that box so that you can give it, and you'll be done with it after that. And then the second box is a box that you are going to throw away because it doesn't serve you or anyone else. And that could be that anger at something that has happened that is not benefiting you, but it's not going to benefit anybody else for you to give it to them, because it doesn't work that way. Whatever it is that you need to get rid of, you need to throw it away and let it go. So all those things you need to let go, deal with it, put it in a box, let it go, throw it away, because it's not coming with you. And then the third box is that box that is going to serve you, so you take it with you. It could be the tools that you need to make this new place better. It could be the joy that you're going to take along with you, so that this situation is better than the one that you're leaving. It could be a peace that you're bringing with you, so that you do not sully the new place. Whatever it is, you're bringing it with you, packing in this box. And so I told her, you have to decide what goes in each box and actively do that work, right? But then the more I thought about it, I was talking to my aunt yesterday and we were talking about this, and the more I thought about it, you also have to be okay with revisiting all those boxes, right? Except for the one you've thrown away. You should always get a new one, because there's always going to be stuff that you need to let go of and throw away. So keep putting stuff in that box and throwing it away as often as you need to, as you're going through. And the tools, sometimes we take tools that we think we need that we don't necessarily need. We thought we did because we were afraid to let go of certain things. So, we put things in a box like relationships and people that we want to bring with us that don't serve us a purpose. And we have to let go of them and let go of all that they represent sometimes. But sometimes it's hard to do it right away. So we bring them along. So we always have to revisit what's in that box that we're taking with us, because it's not supposed to come. Some of those things are just not supposed to come, because we're going to have new things in this new place that will fit. And we don't know, because we haven't gotten there yet, but there are things that are going to be there that there'll be no place for everything that we're bringing. And that's okay too. This journey of life, we're always packing and moving, and we have to be cognizant of that, because sometimes we stay in a place too long, and it doesn't ever serve us any purpose. And so if you feel like you're in a place that you have stayed for way too long and it's time to move, then take your time in evaluating those things that you need to put in the boxes, the things that you want to pack away. Absolutely take your time, but make sure you do the work. Because it's beneficial. It's going to be beneficial to you. It's for you that you are doing this. I need to take my own advice in a lot of different ways as I'm, journeying through this weight. This weight is not just about the pounds. It's not about the fat that's, you can see. It's about the weight that I'm carrying that makes this weight function for me, right? I believe that this has been an armor for me for so long. I don't know where it's come from or why, but it's an armor, and I have to learn to shed it piece by piece and leave it off, because I've lost weight plenty of times, and significantly, at least one time before this. But I started to get uncomfortable with things as I was losing the weight, and so it was easier for me to hide behind it and put it back on. And I think we have to really evaluate the whys of it, because the situation with gaining weight and losing weight sometimes is super simple. It's not always, so don't get me wrong, but it is about like eating less, taking in less calories, moving more, whatever. But being wary and careful about how we're doing things. That's not always the case, but that's easy. If you want to lose weight, eat right, exercise, yada yada yada. But it's not that easy, because it's all the other stuff. We got to shed the inner weight first, the mental stuff. The physical will come, but the mental stuff is what bogs us down the most. And if we're not doing that work, then losing every pound that you want to lose is not going to put you in the place that you think it's going to put you. So when we're on this journey, we're trying to be healthier than we have been before. And that means really examining all the stuff that you're carrying, not just the pounds, but all the heaviness. And so I don't know, maybe somebody else needed to hear it, because I think I needed to say it to her, but I said it to a couple people who were like, I needed to hear that. So I just thought I'd share it with you guys, because I think I needed to hear it from myself, like to say it again and to keep thinking on it and to think it's deeper than that. So I don't know. I hope that you are all well. And as I always say, protect your peace and protect your knees, and let's do the work, right? If it's losing weight, if it's not, it is what it is. Whatever it is, to let go of some of this, let's let it go. Let's get those boxes packed. Let's decide where we're moving to. But let's do it, because we can't have change by staying the same. So thank you for those of you who've been here. For those of you who are new, I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how we're doing. Have a great rest of your week.